Stop falling off your roots, and here's how. Here's a really good drill that you can do at your own gym, at your home wall. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get our central nervous system to calm down through this drill that I call TUT Pyramids. TUT meaning time under tension. So this is really good to do on a bouldering wall, a systems board. If you have access to an auto belay, great. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna need a watch or a stopwatch. You could use your phone's timer. And a TUT pyramid, this is something I've come up with. It's a way that I can train climbers to get their central nervous systems to calm down quicker, allowing them a more immediate recovery during time under tension, meaning while they're en route. So what we do is it's the time under tension is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. You only ever get a 2-minute rest. Here's how it works. So you get on the wall and you're climbing around for 2 straight minutes. Try to be fluid, try to be calm and cool, collected, and then boop, the timer goes off, you step off the wall, you get a 2-minute rest. Once that 2-minute rest is over, you immediately get back on the wall for 4 minutes. And during those 4 minutes, you're gonna be climbing around once again, find your heel hooks, find your rests. If you have a right angle of a wall or a place that you can go totally hands-free, it kind of defeats the purpose of the drill. We want to be under some sort of tension the entire time. So if this means easier terrain or vertical terrain, that's fine. If there's a slight angle or steepness to the wall, that's better. So you come off the wall, get your 2-minute rest, go back on for 6 minutes, come off 2-minute rest, go back on for 8 minutes, get your 2-minute rest. Hit that 10 minutes of climbing, great, come off for 2 minutes. And then this is where the pyramid turns into a little plateau, right? A little mesa is we're gonna try to do a second 10-minute with a 2-minute rest. And then we're gonna go 8, 2, 6, 2, 4, 2, 2, and then you're done. And that's the TUT pyramid. I know a lot of you right now are like, that's insane. I can't climb on a steep boulder wall for 6 minutes or 8 minutes or 10 minutes twice over. That's okay. Start with a small TUT pyramid. You could do 2, 2, 4, 2, 6, 2, 4, 2, and then you're done, right? So you can start with little bits. Now, let's say you're more advanced, like some of the climbers I work with, where you can do the whole 2 and 10, hit 10 twice, and then work your way down, right? Really hammer it out. What we're gonna do next to, again, try to train that central nervous system to calm down and quicker so that you can recover sooner, so you can start climbing harder, not pumping out and falling off your roots, is we decrease the TUT rest. So it's always gonna be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, but instead of a 2-minute rest, you might get 90 seconds, right? You might just take off 15 seconds or 30 seconds. Right? 20 seconds, whatever it is, you need to be consistent through the entire TUT pyramid, that the rest goes from 2 minutes and then you can bring it down a few seconds. Then maybe in 2 weeks, you bring it down a few seconds. And then a couple weeks later, you bring it down a few seconds. And then eventually you're taking a 1-minute rest. And once we really hit that 90-second threshold or less, right? 1 minute, 30 seconds, we're really climbing a lot. And the rests are getting shorter and shorter, but we're trying, again, the goal is to train your body, your central nervous system, to try to hit a quick baseline. So we go from a state of pump, a state of arousal, and we're bringing it right back down to baseline as quickly as possible. That's the whole point of the drill. This is something that I've done with people when I train some of my more elite climbers. I'll give an example. I had a kid who climbed hard 12, low 13s, and I would set a route for him on lead. And what I would try to do is around that second bolt or third bolt, get him on the wall, challenge him with a crux, and then I would repeat that, taking literally the same holds. Let's use an example like a meat lit, right, from Technic holds. And he can crank on that thing and practically do a 1-arm pull-up on it, but he was falling off the same sequence. I would set almost a mirror image of that sequence at the top. So it's not that the moves were too hard for him. It's not that He wasn't strong enough to do the moves. His kid was way strong enough to do the moves. The problem, his state of arousal, right? The central nervous system's getting so worked up that by the time he got to the last 2 draws, he's pumping out. It's like, well, it's not strength, it's not power endurance, it's not power, it's clearly an endurance thing. So what we're gonna do is these TUT pyramids and get him to calm that central nervous system down quicker, get back to baseline. So when he does get a rest on the route, shakes out, breathes, recoups within a few seconds, maybe even as long as 30 seconds, and then now he can continue the route because the sequence was so similar down at the bottom as it was up there. I set that route for training purposes. I know he's strong enough to do the moves. Why is he falling off of those? Well, it's because the central nervous system is under too much arousal. The body's getting pumped, the muscles are fatiguing. So the TUT pyramid was a great way to have breakthroughs. And we watched his grade go up. It's not that he got more powerful. It's not that he got stronger. Maybe a little bit of residual strength was gained, but it was training the central nervous system to calm down in the shortest amount of time possible. And it was about learning how to do that, training that body to recover quicker. So I hope this helps. It's a drill, again, that you can do on your home wall, on a spray wall, on a systems board. You could do it on a bouldering wall. You could do it on the auto belay. You could do it with a partner on a top rope. Might be a little annoying, but it's possible. So the time under tension of the TUT pyramid is such an amazing way if you're falling off your roots and you know that it's not a strength issue, because if that move was 3 feet off the ground, you'd walk it, you'd crush it, it'd be no problem. So that's a great way to increase your overall endurance, your aerobic capacity, and start to train your central nervous system that the second you get a rest, it's recovery time. It's bringing your state of arousal, your central nervous system arousal, down to baseline as quickly as possible. So I hope this helps. Let me know if you've ever done them or if you plan on doing them. I'm very curious. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments in the comments below. Again, I'm Coach Matt with Summit Force Training, and hope this helps.